Yeah. So again, going back, nation first.
Yes.
Now, when you hear that same nation first, desh ke liye kya karega for 3 years continuously in your life, that becomes your life. Okay, and when you pass out, you start leading teams. You are initially you are the junior most, then but even the junior most, you will have a team of maybe 10, 15 people under you. As you grow senior, that might go to 1,000, 10,000 people that you're leading. But every time that's now your ethos has become. At first is nation first, then like I said, it is the team first, then is your own personal well-being. That becomes your life. That everything else starts to fall into place. Then, so your whole purpose becomes nation first, team first, then my benefit. If that is your purpose, then comes the values. So that becomes so they all dovetail now.
Yes.
It's no more transactional. What I have observed is in the civil street, it is more transactional. That if you get paid, I do this. If I get this, I'll do this. In the armed forces, it is transformational. It is not because you're getting paid to do it. Yeah, you must get paid. There's no doubts about that. You must get good facilities. All that comes without asking. But first is what? You prove your worth. Then automatically people, so you earn your respect.
Yes.
You don't get respect just because you got some, on your shoulder, you got these rank badges and all that stuff. Like in the submarines, we had no shoulders to put. I mean, there was no ranks. We always wear disposable clothing. There's nothing. You can't make out who's an officer, who's a sailor. So if somebody comes, and our sailors also highly qualified. They are very smart. So you just can't look at a person and say, is he an officer or sailor?
Right.
Forget is he the senior most officer, and you can't make out. So you're going to earn your respect always. So that is very crucial that you earn.
Sir, I think we just started speaking about team building and having some kind of a common goal or a mission, right? So, how would you say, how important is it, whether you are a corporate team, whether you are in the army and you are the troops for a certain mission, how important is it for you to have a common goal to work towards?
Any organization, good organization, has to have this concept. You have to have a vision. And vision is divided into different objectives for different teams. And unless each member of the team is aware of these facts, how will they work for the ultimate objective? Because sometimes when you're working, your steps that you're taking it may not feel that you're leading towards that. And you may get deviated. So it is firstly that is very important. And it is many times it is the goal that is the incentive or that is the motivation. And that, if it is there at the back of mind of people, it changes their work style.
Right.
It changes the team bonding. Everybody thinks that he's a boss, I am not the boss, but we are working for the same goal.
Yes.
Like the nation first, so goal first. So then your team moves with speed, with good integration. Otherwise, if you just say, okay, you do this job, two different set of jobs are given to you, and you don't know why you are doing that for. You will not have that kind of incentive or interest in doing that job. When you know it is for a common goal that has to be achieved, then you feel important also.
Yes.
Isn't it? You feel important. Okay, this is for this. And you will do that. Even if it may look trivial or it may look out of place for that moment. But when you know there is a goal, you will go for it. In the larger scheme of things, when the organizations are made or organizations are formed, you always have a vision for the organization. That vision defines where we have to reach 20, 30, 40 years from now on, or 10 years, 20 years. Like you have an organization, you may be having a vision. And then everybody contributes in reaching that or achieving that vision in their own capacity. Everybody uses their own brains, their own gray cells, their own mechanisms. They put into effect. And it's a nice integration that takes place. Otherwise, you will have,
Talented people, but just
exactly.
working in different.
So different this thing.
Yeah.
So instead of 1 plus 1 becoming 11, it becomes 1 plus 1 became 1.5 or something like that.
Same thing was like I earlier mentioned also, there's transactional and transformational. The first thing I will is the purpose.
Yes.
Okay, the purpose is purpose, and like mentioned, then comes vision, then could be mission, and then could be your values, then can be goals. All these have to fall into place. In my experience of 22 years in the submarine arm, 21 years now in the last 20. Corporates especially have no clue about all these things. They have great vision boards and they have mission boards and they'll have values which nobody understands. Corporations go purely on transactional basis and that's where they fail. Armed forces, there are a lot of emphasis on transformational basis. In a sense, like this is that nation first has been grilled into people. That becomes your purpose. From there comes your, like what the armed forces, the army especially will call it as Naam, Namak, Nishan. Very simple, crystal clear, no ambiguity in what that means. You don't have to explain to somebody in a complicated vision board exercise which corporates do. The values, again, let me give you the example of the armed forces again. Army, Navy, Air Force. Their ways of working, I think, are totally different. If you ask an army person, he'll say, Navy guys are hooligans. Or discipline hai nahi unme. Because that's what the Navy is. Submarine army had no discipline. We're all, you see in the morning, you say, hi sir, good morning sir. In army, you'll go, kadak salute, and thumb, left, right, karega, thumb, and all stuff. That's the army. It's good. That's required in the armed force, in the army. The Navy has got no such requirement in the submarine army. We never had that. Again, I give this example of the army again. It's divided. It's a lot of the regiments are based on area wise. You have a Madras regiment, you have a Punjab regiment, you have a Assam regiment, you have a Mahar regiment. Can you think of even having a Mahar regiment in your organization? Where only the Madrasis, let's say Madras, only Madrasis can come in this team, okay? You will have 10 court cases against you. But the army does it. And they still work as one. Why? So there, like I say, the culture of the army is diametrically different. The culture of the Navy and the Air Force and the army is diametrically opposite to each other. Army has highly disciplined soldiers. They are required, definitely. But the Madrasi culture and the Punjabi culture is completely diametrically opposite. I mean, you cannot see eye to eye on that culture. Probably the Madrasi culture is pure vegetarianism. Probably the Punjabi, probably, I'm saying probably, he cannot have, unless he has everyday mutton or chicken, he cannot survive. But they work for one cause. So what matters is that cause. Is it so simple, straightforward that everybody, right from your doorkeeper, right from your sentry person, to the entire organization is clear. This is our purpose, vision, mission. What are the values expected from each one of us? Corporates I have experienced have complicated value system. Teamwork cannot be a value system. Teamwork is how you live your value system. So the armed forces, again, like I said, what binds them together is the value system. They're universal values.
I will try to explain further this Naam, Namak, Nishan
Yes, I'll
concept.
just give you. So value system becomes, then comes goals. ये सब होने के बाद में, if you have crystal clear goals, very simple, very straightforward, now the task come. But why? They're first joined together emotionally to this, like, this is what you want to achieve. Now what do you want to do? Now climb Everest? Okay, we'll climb Everest, or do whatever your corporate tasks are. So I think I'll leave now to Brigadier Bhat to tell us about the Naam, Namak, Nishan.